Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, what's happening to me? Why do I look worse every day? And instead of looking for real answers, you say it's your genes, or that you don't have the same luck as others. The truth is, it's not your genes or luck. It's what you do every day, those habits you completely ignore. And if this year you want an attractive face, here is a no-nonsense guide to achieve it. I assure you that you have these habits. One of the worst habits you have is breathing through your mouth. You should stop doing it. Just breathe through your nose. There are studies that show how breathing through the mouth totally changes the structure of your face, and the results are not pleasant at all. When you breathe through your mouth, your jaw and maxilla rotate downward and backward. This makes your face look longer than it should. Also, your jaw looks smaller with a weak angle, which makes you look less manly. Another problem is that the palate narrows and the upper teeth tilt forward, making your mouth be open almost all the time, giving you that air of incompetence, as if you were always clueless. And it's not just an aesthetic issue. Mouth breathing also causes malocclusions that not only leave your teeth crooked, but affect your whole face. You're going to have dark circles and sunken eyes, since you don't get enough oxygen. And to top it off, if you don't use your nose, your nostrils collapse and the shape of your nose changes. It will look flatter, longer, and droopy. But that's not all. Breathing through your mouth also affects your posture. Your head tends to move forward, which misaligns your neck and entire cervical spine. This not only changes your face, but also distorts the shape of your body. Another of the worst habits is bruxism. If you clench your teeth, whether you do it consciously or unconsciously, you're forcing the muscles of your face all the time. It's like going to the gym and lifting too much weight. The muscles develop more than they should. The same happens if you always sleep on one side or chew only on one side. The side you use more will develop more, and the other will be left behind. When you look in the mirror, you'll notice that your face looks asymmetrical, as if something is out of place. This is not something that can't be fixed. With a little attention and work, you can change these habits and improve your appearance for real. I'll talk more about that in detail in the following points. Align your jaw. If your jaw is misaligned, you'll notice it, and so will your face. If your jaws are in place, you have what's called a Class U bite, which is the ideal one. That gives you a balanced face without having to do much. But if the upper jaw is more forward than the lower one, you're in Class 2. That makes your profile look weird, as if your face was more upward than it should be. Now, if your lower jaw is more forward than the upper one, you have a Class 3 or inverted jaw. This makes your jaw look much more pronounced. This is something many overlook, but if you want to improve your appearance, you have to check your alignment well. Having a well-aligned jaw not only changes how you look, but also how you feel. Even if you're going to use braces, this comes before everything. First, they will make enough space in your palate. A correct maxillary position before starting the treatment, you can correct it by placing your tongue on the palate and applying pressure outward with your teeth daily until you notice a change. Eliminate the double chin. The double chin is not going to go away with creams or machines, and this is the harsh reality. The real solution is to understand what causes it and work to correct it from the inside. So here's the truth, with details on how to do it. Number 1, overweight. Obviously, if you have fat accumulated in the area, the double chin will be part of the package to eliminate. You have to be in a calorie deficit to reduce that fat. If you're not training in the gym and controlling what you eat, forget it. Start with high-intensity exercises like HIIT or weight training. Lifting weights increases your metabolism and burns more fat. As for diet, there are no secrets. If you eat like a pig, your body will reflect it. Avoid sugars and trans fats and work on a high-protein, vegetable-rich diet. This will help lower your body fat and therefore your double chin will disappear. Number 2, neck position. If your neck is always forward, you're tensing that whole area and the double chin will become even more noticeable. This is a posture problem that doesn't help you at all. Come from the gym, do posture work. Exercises like the chin tuck or neck retraction will release the tension. Working on your back is also key. Strengthen your postural muscles with exercises like rows or face pulls. Also, aligning your posture day by day helps the tension disappear and your neck be in its place. Tense tissue and accumulated fluid, the tissue in that area becomes stiff, which makes fluid accumulate and bags form. Creams won't do anything. What you need are massages or using a roller to release the tension. Tension in the chest and diaphragm, tension in the chest and diaphragm affect your neck. When you work the chest with bench presses or dips, you eliminate that tension that affects your posture. Also, Breathing well while training is key. It not only helps you in the gym, it also improves circulation and reduces tension. 4. The importance of attractiveness in nature. Have you ever wondered if attractiveness is something exclusive to humans, or if it also affects animals? Let's put it to the test. Look at these two images of cats and choose the one that seems more attractive to you or intuitively. Take a few seconds. You probably find the cat on the left more attractive, right? If we did the same with a tiger, you'd surely also choose the one on the left. This type of choice is not something we can consciously control, and everything has a reason behind it. This exercise is based on a 2008 study conducted by facial morphology experts that showed that both adults and children have the ability to unconsciously choose the most attractive animals. Why? Because our biology has evolved to identify characteristics that suggest health and vitality. Choosing a healthy, strong partner capable of reproducing is a primary instinct. The curious thing is that this same instinct not only influences how we perceive people, but also animals. So, no, you're not alone if certain animals seem more attractive to you. In fact, it's part of our genetic programming. And the most interesting thing is that research shows that more attractive pets are more likely to be adopted. A 1992 study revealed that the color of puppies' fur significantly influenced adopters' decisions. This type of selection based on appearance is not limited to humans, but also happens with animals. If you think about it, when we see a puppy with a cute and adorable face, we're much more likely to decide to take it home. No, this is not just a whim. It's something that's in our system to help us make quick choices based on what we perceive as the best. Also, in biology, there is the concept of charismatic fauna that explains how animals with a more attractive appearance, like pandas, tigers, or dolphins, tend to receive more attention and funds for their conservation. These animals receive support from many people simply because of how they look. And this has a real impact. More funds, more conservation projects, more visibility. In contrast, less appreciated species like mosquitoes or certain insects go unnoticed, even though they may have an equally or even more important ecological role. This shows that at a biological level, we tend to value what seems visually pleasing to us, and that perception has consequences. It's amazing how aesthetics, the way something or someone looks. And it's not just about superficial tastes, but how our perceptions are connected to our survival and our decisions, which go beyond what we usually think. Number 5, cheekbones. Prominent cheekbones are those bones in the face that stand out the most. They are a key part of how your face looks. The width of the cheekbones, or bizygomatic width, is usually the widest part of the face. Having them well developed is a sign of healthy facial development, since they form when the maxilla is wide and well projected, which gives a more balanced face. If your face hasn't reached its best genetic form, it may look flat and elongated. This can result in a droopy nose, poorly defined cheekbones, a receding jaw, and even crooked teeth. All this is related because everything develops at the same time. The shape of the face is influenced by how the mouth works. For example, mouth breathing since childhood changes the posture of the mouth, which affects the growth of the maxilla. The oral muscles don't do their job. The face grows downward, altering the shape. To fix it, consume more hard-to-chew foods, nuts, meats. Avoid sucking food and junk calories. Also avoid breathing with your mouth open. During the day, it's easy to control it, but at night, use a special tape to cover your mouth, and over time, you will see great results. Number 6, swallow correctly. Learn to swallow correctly in less than 1 minute. The key is to keep the facial muscles relaxed when swallowing. Many make the mistake of moving the face when swallowing due to poor tongue placement. What you should do is place the tip of the tongue just behind the front teeth at point N, a couple of millimeters back. An easy trick to understand this is to smile. When you smile widely, you will notice that you can't swallow. This helps you identify how your face should move. Practice swallowing while smiling, and then repeat the same movement without tensing the facial muscles. The effort is made only by the tongue. After chewing, the tongue gathers the food with the tip and carries it to the throat. The swallow happens involuntarily with a wave-like movement. Improving this action not only makes swallowing easier, but also helps the growth of the maxilla, promoting a healthier facial structure. Number 7, the importance of the tongue. The back part of the tongue, formed by soft tissues similar to those found in the lungs, plays a crucial role not only in breathing, but also in facial development and health. These tissues are involved in automatic functions like breathing, and their correct placement affects the overall posture of the body. Research has shown that keeping the back of the tongue suctioned against the palate contributes to improved nasal breathing, which favors the proper absorption of oxygen. Additionally, this tongue position has a direct impact on the development of the facial structure. When the tongue is placed correctly, it contributes to a healthier alignment of the facial bones, promoting facial growth forward and upward, which generates a more youthful and balanced shape. Studies on the biomechanics of chewing and breathing suggest that developing correct tongue posture from an early age can prevent problems like a recessed jaw, crooked teeth, and other facial imbalances. A study from New York University on nasal breathing and tongue posture highlighted that mouth breathing associated with a low tongue position can cause adverse effects on the shape of the face and dental alignment, while also contributing to respiratory problems such as snoring and sleep apnea. Number 8. Attractive eyes. The bone development in the eye area can be achieved through proper activation of the facial muscles and correct oral posture. Just like we train the body muscles to change their shape and strength, facial tissues, including muscles and bone structure, also respond to specific stimuli. A study conducted in 2003 showed that the masticatory muscles, like the masseters, have a direct influence on the bone development of the entire skull, from the jaw to the frontal bone. When the tongue is properly positioned on the palate, it generates constant tension that can cause a gradual expansion of the maxilla and project the facial bones. This contributes to a more defined and compact face, especially in the eye area, since the maxilla directly influences how the eye sockets are supported and framed. Although this effect may vary between men and women due to hormonal and structural differences, the impact remains significant. Additionally, nutrition plays a key role in this process. A diet rich in essential nutrients for bone development, such as vitamins K, D, and calcium, helps strengthen the facial bones and promotes more harmonious growth. For example, consuming foods rich in collagen and healthy fats not only benefits the bone structure, but also improves skin elasticity, reduces facial inflammation, and stimulates hair and beard health in men. If these tips helped you, you need to watch the videos where I talk more about this topic on my channel. Subscribe and see you there.